Tampa, Florida is a large, beautiful city with its share of problems in the urban areas. In the heart of the city lies a gym, a place called the Kinley Recreation Center. The Kinley Recreation Center is the host to Sensei Rick Sr.'s dojo, and that's where Sensei Rick works with the local youth and law enforcement officers, security, women and children to further their skills in the martial arts, like self-defense classes.
I grew up in the Gun Hill Road section of the Bronx, the North Bronx. I was born in the South Bronx, Lebanon, Finley Avenue, when my parents moved up to the North Bronx on Fenton Avenue. We ran into a lot of street gangs, a lot of things in the area. A lot of racism, so it was Italian, Irish, everything was separated. And one day, I was with a friend of mine, and we got jumped by 13 kids. And I got beat with car engines. Now, I was able to survive. It was just my survival instinct alone. We healed up from all the bruises and the cuts and the scars. The emotional scars took over. And I remember my father said, you know, living in the Bronx is going to require a very serious knowledge of how to defend yourself. One day I had a friend of mine named James Outlaw, my best friend in school, and we were playing around, and I thought I knew some martial arts. And he grabbed my wrist and he gave me what is called a Kotegash, a wrist turn. So next thing you know, I'm on the floor and my arm is getting locked, and I'm on the other side of the room, and I'm like, what just happened? He said, that's called jiu-jitsu. What in the world is jiu-jitsu? He says, you gotta go and see my sensei. The school is on Tremont Avenue and 3rd. Ran down, went home, got my pops and said, Dad, I found a place to go. He's like, really? Coming back up the stairs. Now my father is a Jamaican, born and bred Kingston, Jamaican. Father turned to me in his colloquial style. He says, I dish you want to deal with you, young boy, you know? I said, yeah, man. He said, this sounds serious, man. I said, yeah, Dad, no, this is it. I knew I was home. So the name of the system that I learned was Miyamaru Jiu-Jitsu, means Three Mountain School. Woman or child, remove it from your waist. Today you are born into the tradition, the Miyamaru tradition, through the Academy of Burning Spear Senior Combatants.
My name is Ingrid Sr. I've been married to Sensei Rick Sr. for 38 years now. I'm from the Boogie Down Bronx, as they know it, via Jamaica, West Indies. Migrated here for a better life. In the 60s and 70s, we spent most of our childhood in the Bronx, you know, being attacked many times by gang members. So I understood why he had to be in the arts. My parents, on the other hand, thought, oh, the arts, it's too violent. I don't want you associating with someone like that. But I understood back in the 60s and 70s, you had to learn how to fight. You had to defend yourself. We decided to move to Tampa when his parents decided to retire. Making the transition here, we had to figure out how he was going to be able to teach the arts and work and support a family. That's been a struggle in itself, especially coming from New York, because we're used to that type of rough neighborhood. It's not so rough in Tampa.
My name is Kasim Lassell Sr. Come from the Bronx, New York. Resided here in Tampa Bay, Florida. Struggles in the Bronx were different. As a kid in the Bronx, the struggle started as being bullied. In the Bronx, my dad showed me how to escape certain situations, not how to hurt a kid, but how to get away from those situations. Impacted my life in a major way. He's inspired me to study martial arts more. I feel like one day he's not going to be around. I know that my brother and we have plans to take over and follow the footsteps.
Sensei Rick, who has taken pride in this new location. Tampa's crime rate is down and at an all-time low and one of the lowest in Florida, but there is a lot of gang activity here, and violence is still all around. But one man was willing to change all of that. His name is Sensei Rick Sr.
My name is Omar Sr. I'm the second son of Shihan Rick Sr. My father didn't really want me doing jiu-jitsu right away. Felt like he needed my body to develop more, to get a little tougher. He impacted my life in more ways than one. He's my father, yes, and he's also my best friend. Taught me the right way how to be a man. The dojo, he's Shihan. It's a whole nother ball game. No hugs, no kisses, no lovey-dovey, none of that. It's strictly work. The amount of impact he's had on my life, the older I get, the more I realize that my father was right. Have my own son, being a man and being able to raise your family and to be a better martial artist. I only wish that I could become half the man that he was. I love him dearly. This is my son, Respect Isaiah Sr. Next generation, the bloodline continues.
Violence today is at a whole different level than the violence that I dealt with as a kid. When I came up, you dealt with your knucks. You know, somebody pulled a knife or a stick or something, they were considered punks. If somebody pulled a gun in my day, his own friends jumped him because you were considered soft. Gangs are vicious. And a fight with the gang member never stops, because if you defeat one, another one comes, and another one comes, and then they find your house, and they find your family. You just don't want to get involved in a situation like that. You have to defend your family, you have to defend your loved ones, you have to be ferocious, but be cautious. You know, it's not every situation that you should fight over.
Sensei Rick made it to the urban area of Tampa Bay, Florida, where he could be nicknamed the Urban Fighter.